All right, let me start off worksheet 8. Okay, so number one, we see right, the need for product rule here. Four x cubed becomes 12x squared. G stays, F stays as 4x cubed. And now we work on cosecant's derivative. Cosecant becomes negative cosecant u, cotangent u, times u prime. Merge all the non-trig terms in front. Positive 8x cubed, pi x cubed. Number two, 3x is just power rule, but we got to go through chain rule here. So let's rewrite that sign with brackets. Here, the bracket is only going to affect what comes after the 4, right? That exponent 5 is just with the sine function, not with the 4. Okay, outside's derivative, we go through power rule. 20 bracket to the fourth. Sine's derivative is cosine. Cosine of u times u prime. U prime is negative 8 pi e x. Now everything comes after 3 is connected, so I'm just gonna pull all the non-trig in front. Number 3, y equals natural log of 1 minus 2x squared over cosine 3 minus 5x. Natural log, this rule carry over from last unit. Natural log's derivative is u prime over u. We have to go through quotient rule. F prime g minus f g prime all over g squared. Natural log of u becomes u prime over u, so negative 4x over 1 minus 2x squared. G function stays. F g prime, cosine of u becomes negative sine of u times u prime. All over denominator squared. All this is all connected. I'm going to pull non-trig terms in front. Everybody good? First page? Okay. Thanks. Okay, number 4, we see a fraction, but there's no need for a quotient rule. We should just be able to pull that negative 1/4 out and then set it up for chain rule. Okay, it's 3/2 because the exponent here for numerator is 3, and then there's a hidden root, which is 2, so 3/2. So whatever's in this space is always going to go in the denominator of your exponent. Okay, chain rule. The outside derivative, go through power rule there, bring down the 3/2. Subtract 1 from the exponent, keep the inside intact. Times inside derivative, so secant of u becomes secant u tangent u times u prime. I merge those together. You could also reduce that to be 3e over 4. You could even merge these together and make it secant raised to the 3/2 if you wanted to.
Wait, wouldn't the 2 though only like multiply by wait, why is it over 8? Like -3 over 8.
I multiply the -1/4 by 3/2.
Oh, because would that be like secant to the 2 over 2?
Plus 1 over 2. 3/2. Yeah, you can do it 3/2, but you don't have to merge it if you don't want to. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, number 5. There's a need for implicit. There's a need for product rule. There's also a need for chain rule. That cotangent squared, we need to rewrite that. So let me rewrite the problem and step through. Okay. So y's derivative, y becomes 1 dy dx. G stays. Back to f is y. G prime. So G prime, we got to go through chain rule here. Consider the outside and the inside. So bracket squared becomes 2 bracket to the first power. Cotangent u becomes negative cosecant squared u times u prime. Also dy dx. Right, we have 3 y variables. We should be coming up with 3 dy dx's. Minus and pi ex. This is just degree. Pi e is just a coefficient, x to the first power, so x drops out, so just minus pi e. Just do some cleanup here.
Why didn't you combine the pi e with the 6y?
Oh, this right here?
Yeah.
These are separate terms. It's not multiplied by pi e, it's minus pi e. So those are separate terms. All the things that are multiplied together can be pushed together though.
Okay.
Okay, so I have three dy dx terms. I'm going to try to collect them all on the same side. Move them all to the left side. Okay, factor out your dy dx. Last step, just divide all this over to the denominator.
Wouldn't the ones cancel out?
Let's see, the ones.
Oh wait, never mind.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, number 6. So we have to make our way down to acceleration. So cotangent becomes negative cosecant squared u times u prime. Let's set it up for chain rule. Power rule for the outside. Cosecant becomes negative cosecant cotangent times u prime. Replace every t with power 4. Okay, let's think about what's happening at 3 power 4 in terms of unit circle. We know at that ordered pair, would be that √2/2 family. But this is in the second quadrant, so because that numerator is 1 less than the denominator, so negative x and positive y. Cosecant is related to the sine or the y value, so if I flip that, I get my cosecant. Flip that again for cosecant. Cotangent is cosine over sine, or x over y. If I divide these two, everything cancels out except for a -1. You can leave it like this, or you can multiply this out to be -72.
Oh wait, so you don't have to like combine them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a calculator, I'm not gonna ask you to do any, calculations you don't want to do. Same thing on the AP exam. They'll accept this as well. If it's messy, you don't have to multiply them out. For sure. Okay, number 7, find the tangent line equation for 2 tangent q 5x at x equals pi over 3. find the order pair from the function, and then find the slope from the derivative. We get that exponent outside a set of brackets. And 5 pi over 3 are order. Unit circle is 1/2 -√3/2. So tangent, we know tangent is going to be y over x. We can cover the denominator here, so -√3/1, which is -√3.
Wait, cosine is y, right?
Cosine is x.
And sine is
Sine is y, yeah. So I think alphabetical. It's COS first and then sine next.
okay.
To get to my derivative, I have to go through a chain rule.
Wait, what? When did the 2 cubed turn into -8? Right there.
2 cubed. Oh, you mean here?
Yeah.
The 2 is not getting cubed. It's a √3 that's getting cubed.
Oh, so
So it's √3 times √3 times √3. So it's be 3√3.
okay, do I have to simplify that much?
No, you can leave it like that.
Okay.
And then inside's derivative tangent becomes secant squared u times u prime. Okay, so 30 stays. The tangent is going to be y over x, so -√3. I think I messed up on the key here. And then the secant is taking the x value and flipping it. that what you guys, is that what you guys got? Okay. Yeah, I forgot the square to my key.
But I just keep it as 120 times negative root 3 to the second.
Okay, let's go back to worksheet 7. I think we got through the first page. I can work through the second page of worksheet 7 as well.
Can you go over what rules we need to know? Like the d over dx ln u?
Yeah, that log of u is u prime over u, e to the u is e to the u times u prime. And then the trig rules out.
Okay, are those the only two rules that we're in?
Yeah.
For like that part. Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry, we did worksheet 7 already. It's 6, right? Sorry, worksheet 6. So worksheet 6, number 4. This is also another product, chain, and implicit problem. First, get that sine cubed sine y cubed outside a set of brackets. We see there's a need for a product rule here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's also 5 y variables. We should be expecting 5 dy dx's to pop up along the way. Okay, so y cosine y requires product rule. Y is my f, cosine y is my g. So y's derivative is dy dx. We keep the g function, keep the f function, and cosine y's derivative becomes negative sine of y dy dx. Okay, so that completes product rule for that y cosine y. Sine y cubed requires chain rule. So bracket q, we take care of that derivative, which becomes 3 brackets squared. That takes care of the outside. Next up, sine of y is the inside. Sine of y becomes cosine of y dy dx because we're asking for y's derivative. Minus y becomes 1 dy dx. 5y squared becomes 10y dy dx. 2x becomes 2. 7 pi cubed becomes 0. 5 also goes to 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 dy dx's. From here, we're just going
for the chain that you did, the 3 sine y squared.
Yeah.
Would you take the derivative like? Why wouldn't you take the derivative? And like do like another chain rule and turn it into cosine? Because that's a sine y squared, then wouldn't you?
Right. So the outside portion is the bracket cubed, right? And the inside portion is the sine of y. So we're taking turns with each part. Bracket cube's derivative is just 3 brackets squared. And we always keep the inside intact when we're doing the outside derivative.
So should we not like make it sine squared y, just leave it as sine y squared?
Oh, you mean putting that square?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's up to you. Once you're done with the derivative, you can either leave it like that or put it back into a shorthand form.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to collect all my dy dx terms on the left side, factor that dy dx out, and divide all that over. Okay, number 5. We have position. Try to make our way down to velocity. Tangent's derivative is secant squared u times u prime. Once we get to velocity, we see that squared for our trig. Let's rewrite it so that we can see the outside inside portion. Go through chain rule there. So 35 brackets squared becomes 70 bracket to the first power. Secant of 5t becomes secant of 5t, tangent of 5t times 5. Comes out to be a little large of a number there. 350 secant squared times tangent 5t. Replace every t with pi over 6. That becomes 5 pi over 6. We think about what's happening at 5 pi over 6. It's in that pi over 6 family, so root 3 over 2, comma 1/2. But second quadrant means negative x and positive y. Secant is the reciprocal of, reciprocal of cosine. So it'll take that root 3 over 2 and flip it, so 2 over root 3 squared. And tangent is y over x, so 1 over root 3 or negative 1 over root 3. You can leave your answer like this, but if you multiply it out, it'll give you okay. Number 6, tangent line equation. Start off by pulling that exponent outside. Again, pi over 6 and 4x. So at 5/6, sine is going to be 1/2. So 1/2 cubed is 1/8. 2 times 1/8 is 2/8 or 1/4. Okay, we get ready for chain rule here. So 6 brackets squared. Sine's derivative is cosine of u times u prime. Sine of 5/6 is 1/2. Cosine of 5/6 is -3/2. All this multiplies out to be -30√3/8. I have my ordered pair, I have my slope, finally point slope form. All right, let me know if you have any individual questions. Yeah, that's not a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Is going to have on the board, then we have during the quiz.
It won't be.
No.
I'll go over to test that.
So Friday, we went to the board, so sign was one.
Mhm.
And the show was one.
Good. Yes.
You know what, we always wanted to.
Or you think of speak it as just
One over.
one over X, which, yeah.
One over.
X.
And then your, there, as long as you know these rules,
Yeah.
and then.
Yeah.
Will be fine. Okay. Wait, what's our rule? It's,
3x squared becomes 6x.
oh, yeah, okay. Thank you.
I got through the first page of the 47. I got through.
44, okay.
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 Do you want me to go with the band members?
No, I want to see that you're punching.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can go to the Thanksgiving.
That's the best.
Yeah, I'm trying to put you through it. Wait, how's he getting out of the right?